Bang! Neeves Knives. I'm Jared, and this is a very exciting video for me. So, first off, I just want to say thank you to Transparent Knives for making this happen. And this is the type of stuff that really gets me going, guys. So, I'm going to try to stay, on topic, but I'm probably going to be all across the board. So, hopefully, you guys are able to follow along and watch to the end. Now, this is basically a completely redone AD20.5. The scales are from OR-GOAT. I'm going to link them down in the description. I have a discount code for you guys. So if you want to get some new aluminum scales for your AD20.5s, these are great. USA made. They're extremely light. Let me show you guys. So I do have an extra set here. They are so thin and so light. I mean, I honestly don't think they even add any weight. They almost feel like they take weight off. They are so light. But having the metal really just changes the feel of the knife. It feels so much better than those plastic ones. So I'm very impressed. Now, between the coated and the non-coated, I probably like the non-coated a little bit better, but that's a personal preference. These are really nice. There's a little bit smoother, right? Now, they have all different designs, all kinds of designs. So definitely check them out if you are interested in getting yourself some new scales. Now, the blade. This is so exciting, man. We have a custom blade from Transparent Knives, who basically does reblades for, that's what he does. He does reblades for knives, but it's even more special than that. He basically will do the blade to your specs. So if you want a blade, whatever blade shape you want, whatever grind you want, whatever heat treat you want, HRC, steel, as long as he has that steel. Now in this case, I wanted a spear point hollow ground blade in MAGNACUT at 64.5 HRC at 10 thousandths behind the edge, and that is exactly what this is. He even sent me the HRC mark, and I could see he hit it right on the money. Right on the money. And it is so thin. Talk about geometry, man. This is amazing. It is so thin, and not even just like right here behind the edge, because I've already sharpened it. I couldn't help myself. I had to get it on the stone because I wanted to feel the MAGNACUT at 64.5 HRC. But it's so thin behind the edge that it's not even that it's thin behind the edge. It's so thin moving up the blade that when you lower back and put like a super low edge angle on it, it doesn't even give you an edge bevel because it's so thin moving up the blade. Like it's 10 thousandths behind the edge, but it's also 10 thousandths back here. It's so thin. So you can't even see the edge bevel. That's 17 degrees per side. You might be able to barely see it. It is a mirror edge, but so sticky. It's so sharp. It felt so good on the stone. And I honestly, I sharpened it up in like 3 minutes. Not exaggerating. 5 minutes maybe, at the most. Like it was so fast because it's so thin behind the edge. You're not really removing much steel, and the heat treat is done so well. It just, the stones actually work they're very effective, to the steel. It sharpened up incredibly fast and took a very sharp edge. I have not tested it yet, but, we'll do some testing. The grind is just beautiful. The plunge grind and choil is exactly how I like it. I love that he has the plunge grind way back here, separated from the edge. And it's great that he's doing these one by one. It's not like he's doing batches, whatever blade you want. He does your specific heat treat to your blade singly. It's not like he's doing 10 of them. Now, he is trying to make it to Blade Show, or I'm pretty sure he's going to. So he'll be at Blade Show in Atlanta this year, and I'm pretty sure he's going to have some blades with him if you guys are going to Atlanta. Now, he's also in the process of making these, and the biggest thing is, is that before with his reblades, because he's been doing reblades for 940s, benchmade 940s, and bug outs. The thing is for him to make a blade, he would basically have to have your scales so he could custom fit it because, the tolerances weren't perfect, so it's not easy for him to just make a blade and make sure it perfectly fits your knife without having your scales. With the AD20.5s, he basically has that ability. At least that's what he's testing right now to make sure. And it's looking good. It's looking great. So it's looking like he's going to be able to make the blades to your specs if you order a blade, and then he can just finish it, mail it to you, and you should be able to slap it in your knife, and hopefully everything works out great. Mine, perfect. Perfection. Every once in a while I have a hint of stick, but I also bought new springs. Shout out to me. I am brilliant because I bought a pack of these a week ago. And good thing I did. I bought a 3-pack just in case. Just in case if my spring starts wearing out in here, for whatever reason, right? And when I was taking it apart, the spring, the original spring, went flying into, I guess the Lord Almighty took it because it was gone. And then I thought about it and I was like, it doesn't matter because I bought these a week ago. So I was already ready. And then I got to sit there for about 3 minutes telling myself how brilliant I was. I am that brilliant. Who else would have thought of something like that? Besides past me.
I don't know.
Nobody. Because I am that brilliant.
Yeah.
Pure 100% brilliance. Teachers were all wrong about me. Especially Miss Smith in your face. I am that brilliant. I am so brilliant. Right, baby?
Yeah, sure
yes,
thing.
I am. Yes, I am. Because, it's just, hey, I'm happy I did that. I mean, it's good to have parts and things ready for when you need them. And in this case, it worked out great. Now, yes, I probably could have went and found the spring, but that's tough, man, when you don't even know what direction it went. You don't even know which way it went. So I do have a new spring in here, but it fits perfectly. Lock up, rock solid, perfectly centered. No issues on fitting it, fit right together perfectly. Super good action. Every once in a while I get a little hint of stick, but it's not like it does it every time. You can hear it. No stick, but every once in a while I get a little tiny bit of stick, but then it just goes right away. And I honestly push that more towards the spring than the blade. And it's like once every 50 flicks or something. I don't know. And so I don't even care. But the sound is so good. The sound probably isn't going to come over the mic the way it actually is, but it has a real metallic ching, cling sound, like where two metal parts slamming together. It has a very mechanical sound. The acoustics are amazing, and you guys know how much I love acoustics, so very happy with that. And, getting it to come over the mic is difficult compared to what you actually hear. So very happy with that. I do still have to put on my clip, but like I said, I think hopefully, let me just say that. I don't want to say I think. Hopefully he's going to be able to provide these very soon, and you'll be able to make custom orders, and you'll be able to basically give him your specs, as long as it fits within the parameters that he has, the guidelines, whatever, then he'll be able to do it to your specs, what geometry, what type of grind, what type of steel, as long as he has the steel, what type of HRC, and be able to just ship it out to you, and you'll be able to put it in, and it should fit really good. Now, with the OR goat scales, those also fit very, very good. Nice, super duper light, but they do, like I said, they feel really good in the hand, and I'm so happy to have this because the knife before, let me get into it. So, the old blade. The steel's garbage, man. Not this. Let me rephrase that. The heat treat. After getting this knife, and I got it on the first batch, so maybe it's only the first batches. I don't know. All I know is that when I first sharpened it, I was not happy. It just did not take a good edge, and it actually almost had like the edge almost like crumbled a little bit, like microscopically, and then finally when I was able to actually apex it, it was like rounded. It wasn't sharp. There was no keen edge to it, and I'm very good at sharpening. So I wound up giving up, basically. I mean, it was an edge. That was it. It was an edge, but not anything that would make me happy or anything I wanted to carry. Now, then I sharpened it again, and same thing. I just could not get it sharp. Third time, sharpen it again. Same thing. It was either the fourth or fifth time I finally removed enough steel that I got a good edge on it finally. Now it actually has a decent edge, especially compared to the edges that it wouldn't take before. So how long will this edge last? I don't know. But it's left such a bad taste in my mouth that, I've already removed so much steel. It's so thick behind the edge. And I don't even care about the imperfections in the grind or anything like that. Like that didn't matter at all to me. It was basically just about the heat treat and its edge taking capabilities, and it just was not capable of taking a good edge. Now, I did hear that the D2 blades that they're making now, because now the DEMKO AD20.5s come in a D2 blade, and you can get them for the same price. And I did hear that those are better quality. I don't know. I don't have one, but I have heard that. So hopefully that's true for the people that want to just get one without changing out parts and stuff. But it made it to where I didn't even want to carry it. I didn't like carrying it. I honestly didn't really, because of the blade and heat treat. After putting some scales on it, it did make it so much better for me. It made me more appreciative because it felt good. Because that was another thing that kind of bothered me was the scales. I wasn't happy with how plasticky and cheap. When I have all these awesome knives, why would I want to carry basically like a cheap piece of plastic? That's how it felt. I'm not saying that's true or not. I'm just saying, that's how I felt. Now, putting the scales on there, that just made it feel so much better in the hand without increasing weight, which honestly, I don't even care. They could have, because you still do get to put the liners in, so you can fit the liners right in here. But I honestly wouldn't even care if they didn't have liners and it was just solid aluminum. And they are planning on doing titanium soon. So, like I said, follow them down below, use my discount code. Now, then, putting in the blade, now, man, I am so happy about this. And it's like mostly USA made now. When you think about the scales and the blade, and my edge, that's all USA made, baby. But the liners and the hardware are still going to be Taiwan. The back spring, I don't know where these springs are made. I got them from Blade HQ, by the way. So, I'm not sure if they sell them on Amazon or not. I'll see if I can link them, but I doubt it. But you probably have to just order them from Blade HQ. I'm going to link everything I possibly can down in the description. But, yeah, there you guys go, man. I am so happy about this. So excited about this. It's so much better. And this is something that I am so proud of. And it feels good to carry something like this. So if you have the AD20.5 and you just want to turn it into something you can be proud of, if you're not proud of it right now, because if you're happy with it, then just leave it the way it is. There's nothing wrong with upgrading the scales, though, because just putting new scales on the AD20.5 changes the knife, 100%. But with a new blade, man, now it's to your specs. It's exactly how you're going to want it and what you're going to want in a knife. So, there you guys go. I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Like I said, everything's linked in the description. Peace.